It's an important date when it comes to this Premier Summit because it means it is the last day. It is day 3, hosted by Ontario Premier Doug Ford in the Muskoka region, so in Huntsville. Joining us for what to expect on this final day, Rachel Aiello with CTV National News. Good morning again to you, Rachel.
Good morning.
So what is the plan today? What's on tap?
Yeah, so today premiers are going to continue the conversation they've been having over the last few days about internal trade. But Lindsay, they are also making time to address 2 other pretty pressing domestic Canadian issues. So we're going to see premiers talking about public safety. We've heard some push and conversation from the premiers towards the federal government to try to address bail reform. And then, of course, healthcare. You know, we have been seized in this country talking about the state of the healthcare system for many months post-pandemic. And there are advocates here today really trying to make sure that that stays top of mind for premiers amid all of the other tariff and trade preoccupation.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit because it has been interesting, sort of the change in tone with that, saying that August 1st deadline, we shouldn't be so focused on that. We should really focus on just getting a good deal for Canada. So what are you hearing?
Yeah, that was absolutely the biggest takeaway from Prime Minister Mark Carney's meeting here yesterday with the premiers. He came to town making it pretty clear that he is not so fixated on August 1st. He said he is focused on getting the best deal for the country. And he made it pretty clear in his post-press conference that it is possible that we could blow past that August 1st deadline. He was also non-committal on what would happen if that is the case. Is Canada ready to retaliate? We've really heard a mixed view among premiers about whether retaliatory measures, counter tariffs are the way to go. But I was able to push the Prime Minister a bit yesterday on what does he mean when he is saying a good deal for Canada? What does that include? And the Prime Minister did elaborate a bit on what he has in mind, essentially saying, Lindsay, he doesn't want situations where it could tie Canada's hands going down the line. He wants to be able to still do the things he is trying to do in terms of building major projects. So reading between the lines there, my interpretation on that is that he's wanting to make sure that Canada's natural resources, supply management are things that are protected. Trying to tap into that critical minerals is another big focus. So it's definitely going to be a fascinating next couple of weeks. We've got, 9 days left now until that August 1st deadline. We know that Dominic LeBlanc, his lead minister on the file, is heading down to D.C. to kind of continue those talks in person, and we'll see what progress is able to be made by August 1st.
There are reports that the Prime Minister Mark Carney spent an overnight at Doug Ford's cottage. They had a fireside chat into the wee hours of the morning. Is there much truth in that? And what did they chat about, if so?
Yeah, Ontario Premier Doug Ford all but confirmed that yesterday afternoon, telling reporters, you know, full disclosure, the Prime Minister stayed over. We were solving the world's problems until 12:30 in the morning. Really, Lindsay, I think what is another big takeaway from this entire conference is how aligned and how supportive the premiers are of Mark Carney. It was pretty stark to hear Doug Ford yesterday saying he has full trust in him. He'd hand over the keys of his business to Mark Carney. So clearly they are having a lot of faith in him in handling these negotiations. And I think fair to say a marked turn in terms of the relationship between the federal government and the provinces from when Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was in that office.
Rachel, I have to say that's probably the most relatable piece. I have also solved the world's problems with my family till 12:30 in the morning at the cottage.
All?
Haven't we all? Exactly. Thanks for checking in again this morning. We appreciate it.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.